What's good, y'all? I am back. Welcome into the Bengals Breakdown by Chat Sports. I'm Abby Alonzo. Shout out to Matthew Peterson for covering for me. I did come down with a little bit of a sinus infection last week, and he stepped in, pulled it all together, got some vids out, made sure that you guys were covered. Appreciate him. I'm glad to be back. We are going to talk more about some running back rumors. Of course, there's a lot of hoopla going on in the running back room, so we're going to talk about it again today. But before we do, guys, we have the goal of hitting 2,000 subscribers before the NFL draft, which is actually a week and a half away, April 27th, next Thursday. We're at 1,861 subs. I don't doubt that we can get to 2,000. I just need to prove it to everyone else in the office that we can get to 2,000 subscribers. Help me out. Go ahead and hit that sub button. Like I said, we are going to talk more about running backs in today's special name of the show, Dalvin Cook. Will he end up in Cincinnati? Well, there's noise that the Vikings running back could get cut, cap casualty, and Cincinnati is one of the landing destinations that have been in the rumors, involved in the rumors, alongside Miami and a couple other places. Jeremy Fowler was one of the people who came out and said, look, this could happen, and this might be why. He said, Joe Mixon, here's another one that's a high-end running back, due $9.4 million in salary. The Bengals have been non-committal about Mixon's future publicly, so that's why he's one to watch here, because they need running back help, though. They're pretty thin behind him, and he's right. Joe Mixon's future is way up in the air, and if you've got a guy like Dalvin Cook that could become eligible or available, maybe you do part ways with Joe Mixon. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons. It's not just one reason here. He didn't have the best year in 2022. He had 3.9 yards per carry. Kind of had a little bit of a dip in production this past year. He's got a 2023 cap hit of $12.8 million, which I'll say Dalvin Cook won't be cheap either, but if you can get him and get a little bit more production out of him, it might be worth it. And you can't forget the misdemeanor charge Joe Mixon happened to rack up during the offseason. That's just the icing on the cake there. Maybe some character concerns. You add all of this up, is this really worth keeping him around when you can go get somebody in the draft? Again, a deep running back draft class here, or you've got a guy like Dalvin Cook who's possibly going to get cut, could be available. Maybe that's the route you go. I'm also going to say this. Jalen Hurts just got extended. $255 million over 5 years. Guess who's next? Joey B. His payday is coming. They've got to pay Joe Burrow. So do you cut Joe Mixon to save that money? Again, you've got the reasons, they're just stacking up. But if you do cut Joe Mixon, you got to bring somebody else in. You lost Samaje Perine already. Maybe you go draft. If you bring in Dalvin Cook, you can argue that he is an upgrade over Mixon. Just look at the yards. The past couple years, they just over 1,100 yards. And 3 of those years, 1,500 in 2020. This is good production. Again, you can argue that this would be an upwards move from Joe Mixon. Too many reasons counting against Mixon. Again, Dalvin Cook, not cheap. You'd still have to pay a good amount of money, and you do have to take into consideration that Joe Burrow is about to get paid. He's about to get extended as well. But if you're getting a running back that can give you the numbers you need and be beneficial to the offense and really take over that backfield, then maybe you at least think about it. Do you want Dalvin Cook? Do you think it's a good idea if Cincinnati goes after the vet? Let me know in the comments section. Type Y for yes, type N for no. If you think maybe they should just keep mixing around, or maybe even cut Mixon and go after somebody in the draft, let me know. Type N for no. As always, we appreciate y'all for watching. We will have more Bengals coverage leading up to the draft. So hit that sub button, stick around with us. We'll see y'all soon.